Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the new financial system. So let's just dive in and let's start with this tweet here from Gold Telegraph. We do see the world's second biggest buyer of gold among central banks last quarter believes there's hardly such a thing as too much bullion. When the world is buried in debt and currencies around the world are beginning to crack, this is what you will begin to see: gold. And we do see down here the central bank buys the entire local output of more than 100 tons a year, paying producers in the local currency and selling dollars to offset the impact of the purchases. The times are changing, and this is one of the world's top gold buying central banks, and this is crazy. The funny thing about this is that we also do see over here the last time central banks were buying this much gold, the US dollar was still pegged to gold. What does that tell you? Very interesting things are happening right now. First off, the US dollar has been collapsing. We are going to be talking about that here in a second. But also, we did see over here that Biden was going to be talking about building a new economic system where every nation gets a fair shot. This is very interesting to me because when we look at this, it's really kind of talking about what's going to be happening around CBDCs. Every single time that I've read a CBDC document, it has always been to have financial inclusion in every single area of the world. I do believe that this is what they are trying to hint at here. In terms of CBDCs, they have been testing them rapidly around the entire world. I would see over here Spanish banks to road test digital euro. And I do believe that this is going to continue to really kind of unfold at a rapid pace. We've been seeing a lot of testing happening around CBDCs, and I don't think that this is going to slow down at all. We also do see over here breaking news: Japan's foreign reserves fell again in October as Tokyo battled to prop up the yen by dumping its holdings of the US dollar. The perfect storm is emerging. And this goes back to November 8th, by the way. We do see it's the second month of declines in foreign reserves in a row for Japan after they sank by a record $54 billion in September. That's when Japanese authorities intervened in currency markets for the first time since 1998. And yeah, let's take a look at the dollar. So, very interesting. Very, very interesting chart, actually. Reason why? Well, first off, let's actually take a look at the total. We could, you know what, let me just go over here and let's do side by side. So the last time that we looked at this, we looked at Bitcoin dominance. Let's go to the total and let's kind of compare and contrast one time frame, and that is going to be the March of 2020. I know, before you guys yawn and say, come on, trust me, let's take a look at something real quick. So again, we're going all the way back to March of 2020. Let's actually go to the, so we are on the 1 week. All good. So here is March of 2020. So you could see that crypto crashed when the US dollar started to gain a ton of momentum back here, and it really kind of topped out, and that's when the bottom finally came for crypto. Then we had that nasty run up while the US dollar corrected. Very incredible chart to really kind of see side by side. Really kind of gives you a little bit of a picture. Now, in a video recently, I actually talked about this little bit of a pattern that we were seeing on Bitcoin, comparing what was happening over here on the US dollar chart, which I was saying we're probably going to see a lot of people say that, okay, hey, look at the US dollar's topped out, it's done, and we were going to have a repeat of what happened back here or back here, and look what ended up happening. Everybody thought that this was the topping point for the US dollar, and we still collapsed. Now, very interesting thing to look at here is that we have this extremely strong wick, and if we actually look at the daily for this, we can go to the daily chart real quick. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think that something is unfolding here. So we do see the US dollar coming down to test some nice support. I mean, this support zone has been in place since September 13th, and even going all the way back to August. I do believe that we will most likely kind of bottom out here, and we will see a little bit of a sort of retest maybe of this fib level and then a continued downward slope. I do think that the dollar has topped out. If the dollar hasn't topped out, then surely the 120 level is going to be its topping point. Either way, I think that this major sell-off is a kind of key area to look at in on the 3-day chart as well. Like this looks extremely bearish. So I would argue that this is probably topped out. Reason being is that we've lost a lot of support on the US dollar. The main one was the 23-day EMA, which is that green line. I said to watch that closely to see if we lose it, because guess what? The last time that we lost it, this is a very interesting chart to look at. The last time that we lost it and were held under it was, coincidentally, March of 2020. That was the last time that we were trading under it. Besides that, like, we gained a ton of momentum back in June of 2021 when we pumped out of it and continued to rise above it. So this is a huge, huge moment. Like, I would say that this is a pivotal moment right now for the charts of crypto. Now, with the total, the biggest thing that I'm looking at is this mass sell-off. I think that this is forming our bottom. We could be seeing our bottom being formed before our eyes. We definitely have to wait and see what happens, but I believe that our bottom is nearing. I even said November, December is probably when we will see a full-on bottom. Now, why do I think that this dollar collapsing is very beneficial for crypto? Well, as we did see the CPI print yesterday, we seen the entire market react in a very good way. The dollar itself did not, though, because we seen a little bit more of an interest to risk on assets. Stocks went parabolic a little bit. Crypto bounced back strongly. This is very beneficial. The reason why I think that this is going to continue is because the BRICS are launching their new financial system. They are moving extremely fast on this. They are becoming a powerhouse behind this. We do see over here from Gold Telegraph, Russia says that at least a dozen countries are interested in joining the BRICS. This bloc is a commodity powerhouse. All these countries will move away from the US dollar for trade. The world is changing, and these are the type of events that are remembered throughout history. Yes, this is a historical time, not only for, the financial system, but this is a historical time if you are a part of risk on assets as well as gold. I do think that everyone should be paying attention to gold, by the way. I know that we talk about crypto all the time on this channel. I highly suggest, if you like crypto, I'm telling you, you will love gold when you look at what's happening around this financial system that is being ushered in. It's centered on gold. You are seeing it before your eyes with central banks hoarding massive amounts of gold. And we do see over here, Turkey has started paying for some of its natural gas from Russia in rubles. Remember, 3 weeks ago, the Turkish president said he agreed with Russia to form a natural gas hub in Turkey. Both countries are stockpiling gold. Big surprise there. And we do see over here, Algeria has officially applied to join the BRICS group. Things happen gradually, then suddenly. This is going to continue to happen. I mean, the BRICS are going to expand rapidly. This new financial system is underway, and it is nearly upon us. I want you all to get ready and prepare, because I do think that 2023 into 2024 is going to be a very pivotal moment, not only for crypto, but also for gold and the financial system. And we also do see over here, this week, the central banks of China and Pakistan signed to an agreement to create a yuan clearing arrangement to reduce reliance on the US dollar. Pakistan is the third country in 2022 to establish a Chinese yuan clearing arrangement. Things continue to move quickly on this front. And then last but not least, we do see over here from Kim.com, Russia announced that 12 more countries want to join BRICS. All of them will move away from the US dollar for trade. The new joint reserve currency will be backed by real assets. And then Xi Jinping meeting with Saudi to seal the deal. The multipolar order is taking shape fast. Once this deal is in place, I want you all to understand that the US dollar is going to be decimated. The petrodollar deal is about to end, in my opinion. And once that happens, say goodbye to the US dollar as we know it. I think that this is going to create a massive cascade factor on the US dollar. But I also think that we are nearing this point in time for the US dollar, like we did see back in 2020, where we did see a historical topping point for the US dollar, and it created a massive bull run. It is only a matter of time, and I want you all to get prepared, get ready, and pay attention to the US dollar. This is probably one of the biggest charts and indicators to look at. We've been following this closely. Now, do I think that the US dollar is going to continue to slide from here? We definitely think that there will be a point where we have a nice bounce on the US dollar. We probably will bounce off of the 53-day EMA. Again, that is like the last sort of line of major support in terms of like a bounce. I mean, like there is some support around some of these ranges, but like these EMAs, I utilize these EMAs greatly to determine support and resistance. As you guys do see, when we broke resistance, or when we broke the EMAs over here on the total, we continue to slide greatly. You could also see the resistance there. These play a pivotal role. One, you could see how the dollar has followed on the 20 EMA on the 3-day. Once we lose the 50, we will target that 200 very fast, which is at 99, all the way down here. This is a level that we haven't seen since April of 2022, where crypto was trading still within a $2 trillion market cap range. So we are watching this closely as things kind of unfold rapidly. I do think that the entire market has been in an extremely fearful situation. I think XRP actually has held up fairly well. I haven't looked at the chart too much, but I think I had a better chart. I want to say it was Binance maybe. So I know one of these had, maybe I removed it, but one of them had a demand zone of about 38 cents down to like 36 cents. And we came all the way down to like 30, or no, it was 32 to 38 cents. That's what it was. I said that I'm a buyer all day in that range, and now we are back in that range. We came down, and yeah, I accumulated some XRP because, and by the way, it was the first time that I bought XRP in a very long time since going all the way back to June. So usually when I buy XRP, it means that the market has been extremely volatile, and the fear has been very, very bad as well. I love to buy blood. You guys know me. I always say embrace the blood in this market because that is when we do make extreme wealth. I think that going forward, I think that this market is on a pivotal structure. I think that the pivotal structure is being built around the world as well. Like all these events are leading to the bigger picture being morphed into reality, which is the fact that the BRICS are preparing this new financial system. They've been moving extremely fast on crypto adoption. They wanted to utilize cryptocurrencies for cross-border payments as well as cross-border trade, and they already said that they are moving away from the US dollar, and they have been very adamant on this as well. To me, the US dollar is about to get decimated, and the US financial system is about to experience a major change. And it is going to be centered around what the BRICS are trying to do here. The BRICS are expanding rapidly. Pay attention to the BRICS. I've been saying this since going all the way back to March of 2022. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on. Also, by the way, if you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.